Welcome to the Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James Small Business Show. Yeah, yeah, Welcome to the Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James Small Business Show. Yeah,
Hello, hello, welcome. We're here in beautiful Arlington, Texas, Globe Life Park. This is Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. We're here with the co-hosts Carol Poe Harper, Brittany Wise, and our special guest, Miss Ann Anderson. How y'all doing today?
Great, really wonderful.
Awesome. We have a jam-packed show. We have some different topics as far as we have different topics such as we're talking about astronomy. We're kind of getting off a little business right there. We're going to talk about astronomy, different sections that we're trying to get into now. And so first, Miss Carol,
Yes, sir.
Ideas on how to get started on writing a book.
Well, some ideas about starting on writing a book is first you got to have a topic and an idea. You have to write about what upsets you in the world for you to write for someone to really help someone, or even on a how-to book. You can do a how-to book or what-if book to show people how to do things. You brainstorm your thoughts, of course. You have to put it down on paper. And these days of time, you can use your cell phone. Sometimes you just write a chapter and try it out and publish it.
Awesome. That's great. Who are your audience?
Well, there are 4 different types of audience. You have your audience, the experts, the lay people, the managers, and the technicians. The experts is people that know a lot about knowledge and what you're writing about. Some people, like, for an example, people that have PhDs and doctorate degree, they're well educated, and they probably can tell you about what you're writing about. And the second one is like the lay member. These people have no knowledge about what you're writing about. So you probably want to get straight, it's like a new job to them. So they're coming in, starting a new job, and they're very open and very excited, and their eyes are open. And the third one is like managers. These people are, when you write to these type of readers, you must show that you have some personal expertise in this area. The tone has to be great for this type of group. And last but not least, the technicians. They want to make things logic. You got to have logic. Their senses are logic. And reading is like a game of chess to them. Avoid putting anything like twisting or turning it in writing. You might lose them.
Awesome, awesome. And we just had a caller. Miss Ty is on the phone. Miss Ty, are you here?
I am here. How's everybody doing?
I don't hear you. Could you say that again?
Yes, I said I am here. How's everybody doing today?
Awesome. We're doing great.
We're doing great. Thank you.
Awesome. This next category, I think Miss Carol has a question for me about astrology.
Yes. So, Dr. James, tell the viewers and the listeners, will the sun burn out?
Okay, so as far as astrology, and actually it's astronomy. So as far as astronomy is concerned, I'm what you consider an expert at that field. And I'd like to enlighten the listeners and viewers about that. So actually I have questions for the panel here. So in order, Miss Brittany, do you think the sun is going to burn out? And if so, when?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And Miss Ann, is the sun going to burn out, and if so, when?
No, I don't believe it.
How about you, Miss Carol?
I don't believe it will.
Okay. So let me give you facts first. So our sun is a 11 billion year sun. And how do we know that? If I get into an extensive talking about it, but the bottom line is the sun is made up of certain things, certain nuclear fusions that's inside of it, that everything sooner or later comes to an end. Everything does. So the bottom line is the sun will burn out. We've been through about 5 billion years of our existence. The sun has been in existence for at least 5 billion years. And about another 5 or 6 billion years, it will burn out, meaning it will go through changes. So the first change is the nuclear core will start heating up. So the sun acts differently than, let's say, a light bulb. Light bulb go out, it just goes out. But the sun, what's going to happen is the gravity and the nuclear fusion inside of it keeps it where it's at. But what's going to happen is one day the outer walls of the sun will become unstable and it will expand. The sun will actually get bigger and something called a red giant. And when it turns into a red giant, it will engulf a lot of different planets. Could be us. I do know that our orbit will change, the Earth, and we may try to orbit away. Probably won't be able to do it in time. That red giant will stay that size for about 10 million years. Then it will get smaller than the sun it is now and turn into what they call a white dwarf. And that white dwarf is about the size of the Earth. The sun right now is the size of 1 million Earths. That's how big the sun is. So it will be the size of the Earth. It will stay a white dwarf for about 10 million years. Then it will get dimmer and turn into a brown dwarf. And then for about 10 million more years, then it'll burn out into a planetoid, a dying or dead star. And so there's proof of that stuff that's in outer space right now. There's a lot of dying stars or dead stars that is out there. So that is definitely, the sun will definitely burn out in the next 5 billion years. Whether we're here or not, we'll see.
Interesting.
Ms. Carol, didn't you have another question?
Oh, yes. Sorry about that, Dr. James. Were there really dinosaurs? If so, what happened?
Well, now I'm going to turn these questions back to you guys. Again, Miss Ann, do you think there were dinosaurs here?
Oh, wow. I think so.
Okay. Miss Brittany?
Yes, I believe they were.
Okay. And Miss Carol?
Yes, I believe there were. There's still some around, I believe, and they exist somewhere in the world.
Okay. Well, absolutely. We absolutely had dinosaurs, and they were extinct 65 million years ago. What happened to them? A lot of people have a lot of reasons, so I'm just going to ask this one question before I say what happened. Miss Brittany, what happened to the dinosaurs? Do you know? Do you have any knowledge of what you think happened to them?
Something to do with the Earth moving and changing.
Good answer. Good answer, Miss Ann.
That's a blanket answer.
Okay.
How about you, Miss Ann?
No, it was quite vague, but I agree.
Okay. And Miss Carol?
Earth's station period.
I love it.
I think that they were here, but I think the bones are still somewhere.
Okay, Miss Ty, what do you think?
Regarding the dinosaurs,
Yes.
absolutely. We have evolved from of course dinosaurs, animals. These are. They're not only my beliefs, but I can prove that as well. Believing and knowing are two different things. So absolutely yes.
Okay. Well, the truth and the facts about the dinosaurs is yes, we did have them. There's proof. There's fossils. There's frozen fossils, so on and so forth. What happened to them was 65 million years ago. We was hit with an asteroid 6.5 miles wide off the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. It was just Mexico. It's New Mexico now. And this is stuff that I'm saying that you guys can Google and see yourself. You'll be able to do some research. But the bottom line is It hit off that coast, and as big as this rock, right before the tip of it hit the ground, the back of it was probably as wide as a low cruising airplane. That's how big it was. Well, when it hit the earth, it hit with the force of 200,000 nuclear weapons going off at one time.
Wow.
So the dinosaurs, unlike us, they didn't have any way to think. They just got hit like that. But that was, in my mind, God's way of clearing the way for us. But the bottom line here is when it hit, that was, and it was a lot of cause and effect. Maybe the first 1,000 miles they were incinerated like that, like 2 seconds. But it's the cause and effect that caused everything else, from the seas to the ice age. All that stuff was caused by this rock. So that's definitely something. But yes, some dinosaurs did make it. Miss Ty, do you know what dinosaurs made it?
No, I'm curious to know which one.
Well, believe it or not, the alligators, the crocodiles, the sharks, they were dinosaurs. The difference, obviously, they've evolved. There's no longer those giant alligators. At least we don't know about. But they are dinosaurs that made it through. So, that's very interesting. I've been an astronomy person for a long time. So I tend to look at the sky a lot and look at the beauty of what God made. And science is just an explanation of what he does, right?
Right.
So, Miss Ann, we have another question now. We want to know about you now. So tell the viewers and listeners about yourself.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Ann Anderson. My story is filled with a lot of hurt, lies, bad choices, and broken pieces, but it's also filled with a major comeback, freedom in my soul, and my Lord and Savior who restored everything. I'm the oldest of 7 children. I have 2 sisters and 4 brothers.
Okay.
I'm also not just the oldest, but I'm also the shortest. I'm also the shortest one in the family. I was born in Houston, Texas, originally, but I was raised in Shreveport, Louisiana, and now I live here in Dallas, Texas, actually in Irving. My mother was a nurse and a cook at an elementary school, and my father was ex-military and a construction worker.
Oh, wow.
I also worked as a paralegal and also professional photographer for 30 years. Most recently, I became a writer. I'm also a part of 6 other books, featured in a couple of books, and I have I'm part of an online magazine. Journal as well. Amazon number one best-selling novel, Butterfly Uprising, like I said, which was published in 2017. I am a speaker, a certified holistic coach, and CEO of Butterfly Uprising LLC, and founder of 60 Plus Empowerment.
Wow.
Awesome.
That is amazing. That sounds like a star.
Yes.
Yeah.
Among us.
So what would you like to spotlight?
Basically, I would like to spotlight my book. Butterfly Uprising is inspired by a true story. Actually, it's my life story. It's chronicalized from age 10 all the way to around 59 years old. It's about the metamorphosis of one woman's life's journey through interlocking stories of incest, drug addiction, and domestic violence. It was creatively written to correlate with the developmental stages of the butterfly. It's funny, it's triumphant, and it also speaks about our inner ability, no matter what it is that we go through, to prevail through God's undeniable grace.
Oh wow, that is incredible. I think Miss Brittany is going to ask you some questions about the scars that you left in terms of dealing with this as a child, and we're going to talk about that next.
Okay, so Miss Ann.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. James, host of Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network, broadcasting live each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. from Fishbowl Radio Network Studios at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Log on to hear us talk about and feature small businesses and the life of a small business, the struggles, the triumphs, the daily operation, the grind of starting and running a small business. So be sure to log on each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. to catch Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. Let's jump in.
All right, we are back again, Arlington, Texas, Globe Life Park. Wonderful day, July 4th. Oh my God, I'm sure everyone is gonna go get some brisket, some barbecue, something. It's time to eat, right? Mm-hmm. What's going on? How sweet it is. All right, our co-host, Miss Brittany, she has some questions for Miss Ann.
Absolutely. Miss Ann, what kind of scars did this leave in terms of dealing with this as a child?
Oh, thank you very much, Brittany, for asking me that question. Yeah, I must say I told you all guys all the good parts so far, but it hadn't always been that way. Actually, when I was 10 years old, I found myself being sexually molested by my stepfather.
Oh, my.
And this went on for about 6 years. It took a lot to heal from that, actually, and it did leave a lot of scars. The impact of sexual violence goes far beyond any physical injuries that you might think of. The trauma of being raped or sexually assaulted can be shattering. It leaves you feeling alone, feeling just scared and ashamed and blaming yourself, plagued with nightmares, and just a lot of unpleasant memories. The world doesn't feel like a safe place anymore. All of a sudden, you no longer trust anyone, not even yourself. You start to question yourself, your own judgment, your own self-worth, even your sanity. I start to blame myself for what happened. And I believe that I was dirty, damaged goods. Relationships felt dangerous to me for a long time. Intimacy was impossible. And on top of that, a lot of rape survivors normally suffer with PTSD and also anxiety and depression. Well, I suffered all of the above. And for 20 plus years, I was emotionally and mentally just traumatized from everything that happened all my entire past. It was internalized inside me. And I was always that little girl who had been molested as a child. And, it manifested itself in low self-esteem, low self-image, just not believing in myself for a long period of time. It also left me feeling like I wasn't enough, but, and then of course it's only about the bad relationships. But God, I had to lean on and depend on God for my total and complete healing. Actually, the foundation scripture for my business is Romans 8:28, where it talks about that, that all things work together for the good of those who love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Well, I truly believe too that that was a part of that basically that my purpose was born out of my pain. So that led me to the person that I am today. All of those things, I truly believe that all things are working together. The good things, the bad things, it's all working together and made me the woman that I am today, who I like to think is strong, positive, and resilient.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I admire your tenacity. How did you rise out of that anger of injustice?
Oh, goodness. That also was very hard. And, of course, I had to depend on the word. Like I said, I meditate on that word day and night. I realized, too, that in order to heal myself, that I had to forgive my perpetrators. I had to let that go. I had to find peace, make peace with that whole situation, everything that had happened to me. And, and then I also realized my mortality and the fact that, life is just so short, to waste it being in pain and just not, doing something good. I always wanted to be somebody special, do something great, help people and things like that. So, between that and the fact that I've always had big dreams and visions and goals, and and just the Word of God just strengthening me, because there's no way possible anyone could go through something like that and come out of it with their sanity by themselves. I don't have that kind of strength on my own.
Absolutely.
So it takes His supernatural power, love, and grace, and mercy, and all those good things. So, that is how I was able to do it. And, I realized I was on the way to free myself as well.
Yes.
And, eventually I had to realize, based on what the Word said, even though I had started, had just a lot of negative self-talk going on in my head on a regular basis, but, there again, the Word brought me to the point of believing what He says about me, who I am. It's not, doesn't matter really what men say I am, but not even myself, if it contradicts what the Word says.
Absolutely.
So once I was able to get that perspective as well and realize that I did have value, what happened to me did not define me, it's just what happened to me, something that I went through, but it's not who I am.
Right.
And in order to be able to give value to other people, I realized I had to get myself healthy, do what I needed to do, self-care. So I totally believe in self-care, and it's something that I do on a regular basis, and I talk to, that's how I coach. That's very important. You have to make sure that you're doing everything to take care of yourself inside and out, because otherwise you won't be able to help anyone else.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome.
Wow, that's amazing. How did you get out of this darkness?
Oh gosh, how did I get out of the darkness? I know I don't want to sound redundant, but then again, hey, when we're praising God, I don't think it really matters, right? It was just really His strength. Everybody has gone through something. Everybody has gone through something, and and we've all gone through things and we've survived it, right? When you survive it, you not only survive it, though, you come out of it stronger, a better person than you were before, right? You start connecting with people. You become an influence.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
start giving of yourself, and trying to pick somebody else up.
Absolutely.
That's, maybe where you were, something that happened to you as well, but you've gone beyond that. So, I used to think for a minute that I couldn't help anybody.
Yes.
But then I realized, as long as I'm just a few steps in front of somebody else who's been through what I've been through, then I'm able to reach back and help that person. And so that's really how I got out of that darkness. I started to take action. So whatever that disappointment, whatever it was that you went through that set you back, you can use it. And there's a saying that there's the two most important days in your life is the day that you were born, and the other day is the day that you discover why you were born.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And so, like I said, even as a child, I knew what I wanted to do something, really great to help people. So, like I said, I realized too that God did not allow me to go through what I went through for nothing. It's because, this is how, to my ministry, this is how He wanted me to show up in the world and to help other women who have gone through the same things that I've gone through. So that helped me.
Awesome.
So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, sharing my story. I want to remind other overcomers, that they're not alone, that someone else understands and been where they are and is talking about it here and willing to help them to do the same thing, because, that's where they find their power, basically, when they get their voice back, embrace what to embrace our own book. You know, all the traumatic things. I don't care how bad it was. They just need to own it. And once they own it, accept it, then they can use it and they can help other people. You know, so that's what darkness.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, two things.
Okay.
Miss Ann, would you like to tell the audience and the viewers what you'd like to achieve in 2020?
Oh, sure. Yes. Ultimately, when I one thing I didn't say when I before I wrote the book Butterfly Uprising, I knew I was going to write way back in my 20s, 30s. Okay. And God, I had to be Him. No, nobody else wouldn't have gave it to me. Gave me Butterfly. And at the time, I didn't know really what that meant. I didn't know what the book was going to be about or anything until actually in my late 50s, 2015, when I actually decided to write, I realized, oh my God, it's going to be about me.
Exactly, exactly.
It's going to be my story, right? And yeah, so I'm sorry, I lost.
It's okay.
Ask me again. I lost my train of thought.
No, we're going to go to, I asked you about to achieve in 2020.
Oh, okay, okay. What I
The
was leading
2020.
to, what
The
I was
2020.
leading to is that ultimately also when I was writing the book, I realized I wanted it to become a movie eventually. Yeah, on the line.
Wow.
Yes, so that's my ultimate goal.
Okay.
Actually, I've been blessed to talk to a few people,
Okay.
and but because of COVID-19 right now,
Yes.
everything is kind of put on hold.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, that's my ultimate goal for it to be, because it's been a blessing as a book to
Okay.
people reading it.
Yes.
So I'm believing God that it'll be a blessing as a movie with people actually viewing it.
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
I'm sorry
Absolutely.
about
No, you're fine. So, I think we pushed for time. I'm going to ask Brittany, what is the law of attraction?
Oh, the law of attraction.
Go ahead.
Okay. The law of attraction is basically using your beliefs to think positive or negative.
Okay.
And through your own thoughts, you attract either positive or negative things.
Oh, okay. All right, Miss
Really?
Ann.
I love that.
All right, that sounds good.
I knew my neurotherapist over there was
You were gonna jump on it. So let's jump back to Miss Ann. Miss Ann, what do you want the audience? What do you want the audience to take away from your life experience?
Okay, well-
Probably in 2 minutes.
Oh gosh, okay. It's important for them to remember that even though, it's important for them to remember that even though they may have blamed themselves for, if they've experienced the same kind of traumatic thing that I went through, any type of abuse, that it's a normal reaction. That's first of all, that they need to remember that it's a normal reaction, and that our feelings of helplessness and shame, stuff like that, is the symptoms, it's not a reality.
Exactly.
Okay, and ultimately, because I know I don't have a lot of time, that they can move on.
Just explain.
Okay,
Just
all right.
explain.
I realize that, and what I'm about to say now
Go ahead.
is going
Go
to
ahead.
sound a little strange, but I believe it's a beautiful thing that I am an overcomer of something so heinous. Just because it gives me the opportunity to be able to help so many other people who are
Exactly.
victims of abuse as
Exactly.
well. And so also, okay. So also to turn everything that happened to them into something positive.
Okay.
They can turn it around, turn it into something positive.
Okay.
And and just and also let them know that sharing is how they give other people strength to do the same thing, to share their own stories.
Exactly.
And to become the best version of themselves. And that's my goal.
I love it.
How sweet it is. I love that. I do know one thing. I want to ask Miss Brittany, I want her to elaborate on more of this law of attraction. I'm very interested in hearing more about this. This sounds fascinating, and we will talk about that next.
All right.
Hello, how are you? I am Dr. James, founder and CEO of MBC Global Enterprises and founder and CEO of MBC's List. I want to talk to my partners and my future partners. Well, if you're on the platform of MBC's List or getting ready to get on the platform, I want you to get the MBC's List debit card, which I either have already sent you what it looks like or I'll be sending it to you, the MBC's List debit card, so money can be sent seamlessly. Also, I've sent, or I'm going to send, the debit card for the List group, the List. I want you to get that debit card, so again, money and funds can be sent seamlessly and easily. So, hope you guys have a great day. I'm looking forward to growing and prospering. God bless you.
All right, we are back. Globe Life Park, Arlington, Texas. Ready to get this ball rolling. So, Miss Brittany, I want you to elaborate on that law of attraction again, if you would, please.
Yes, sir. So, law of attraction is taking your thoughts and manifesting the things that you think about. So whether that is positive or negative, what you think about expands. And I like to say the roots present the fruit.
Okay. And do you believe in the law of attraction?
Absolutely. Especially as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, I try to keep my thoughts positive and, keep abundance and prosperity in my forethought so I can attract such amazing people that we have here in the studio, because that makes a big difference if you think that the world is a chaotic and dark place, then you'll get chaotic and darkness. But if you believe that the earth is abundant, you'll continue to attract abundance.
Oh, I love that. That is so cool. So how would you use the law of attraction in your life?
In every possible aspect of your life. I think that's why it's good to have a good prayer life, a good understanding of we're put on this earth for a purpose, as Miss Ann has stated. When we have that understanding and how we're aligned and our source power, which I call it God, some people call it energy, and there's different names for it, but God Almighty has a hand in everything that we do, and that in itself will keep you attracting good energy and good people around you. And when you believe that people are not really out to get you, then you can move forward and have a happier life, because our happiness is our job, not somebody else's job.
How sweet it is. I love that. I mean, that is, I couldn't have said it better. That's great. I have a question for Miss Ty. Miss Ty, as it pertains to cyber protection, where do we find the best cyber protection for small business and everyday life?
Sure. Yes, Identity USA. Well, first let me say this. The connection is not so good today, so it's in and out. That's why I haven't really said much, but I did hear a few things, and I want to say to Brittany, yes, I absolutely agree with that. And it's really a beautiful thing once you get the hang of it. Yes, but I want to say this for Mrs. Ann. Your story is beautiful. It touched my heart. And the strength that you have gained from it is beautiful. And another thing, I always say to people, and this may rub a few people the wrong way, but that's not my intention, but I want you guys to really try to hear the message. I always say, degrees are nice, they're great. However, I feel the real degrees come from experience. I tell people anybody can read a book and memorize it. We will all go different experiences. But when you choose to get, we're all going to have addictions, comes with time, as well as good times. But what are you going to choose to get through? Those are the real degrees in my eyes.
Ty, your connection is going in and out. Ty,
you say what?
Your connection is going in and out.
I know it's a bad connection right now.
Oh, it's a bad connection?
But, yeah, I can hardly hear as well. But we're going to get through it. Okay, so the Identity USA, the best cyber protection out there to date is Identity USA. And it's the number one company in America right now. One reason that is because we have crypto protection. Basically what that is anytime you use your phone or any type of gadget, your computer, tablet, and you're pressing either letters or numbers, you are opening yourself up to identity theft in every way possible.
Wow.
And that's one of the main reasons we're the number one company in America. But again, what our company does, we do a plethora of things. So everything dealing with identity theft, and whatever else we protect, and we have the highest protection. So basically, the companies, huge companies out there, they have the same protection. Everything is covered. Everything is locked down. And there's so much more. And how you can find out more about that is logging on to my website, which is
Okay, so your connection seems to be kind of bad. So if it's on speaker or something, or maybe I'm not sure, but we'd like to hear more about what you're saying. So can you try to fix that and kind of keep going?
Yeah. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. My company, to get the best protection in America, is www.tye, that's TYE, Ali, ALI, joinidentityusa.com.
That's
and I
awesome.
think I left something out. Let me repeat that.
Okay.
Excuse me. It's www.TYE, Ali, 87 joinidentityusa.com. There we go.
I love it. That sounds good. I remember that we spoke about you were coming up with names for your business, and I remember that you said that you boiled it down to 2. And I know that you're still trying to figure out which name that you're going to use. But I wonder, could you share with us those 2 names, or did you boil it down to already one?
Sure. Well, it's either going to be Health and Wealth or Thai Enterprise 2020.
And what made you come up with those names?
Sure. Well, that's what I focus on. I focus on natural holistic health, and that involves all areas of the body, mind, and soul, as well as wealth in all areas. And then as far as Thai Enterprise 2020, I'm stuck between those 2. It's going to, Thai Enterprise 2020 is going to involve, of course, health, everything health and wealth. And it's going to be very strategic, hitting on the exact point that people are struggling or are battling with in their lives, etc.
That's cool. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Now, you wanted to touch on a topic that you told me about, fear, F period, E period, A period, R period, fear. Tell us more about that. It's question what it really means, stands for, and how it affects you physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Sure, I'd love to. So fear is something that I battled with my entire life, and I had a huge fear of success. And I would self-sabotage and hold myself back. I've done that several times. And I said, 2020, I am breaking out of that. I am tired of just surviving. I want to thrive and help others. So what fear really means, it stands for false evidence appearing real. And let me give you an example. Whenever you're afraid, whatever it is, everybody's fears are different. Some are similar and some are the same. However, what fear will do if you do not face it, it's like fear it's a demon that's chasing you, and it will chase you all day and all night for the rest of your life if you do not face it. So it's basically, it's chasing you, right? And you're running from it. And it's screaming at you, face me, face me. And guess what? When you finally choose to face your fear or fears, what is it going to do? It's going to go away. It's just like a bully. keeps picking on you, keeps yelling at you, keeps punching you or whatever they're doing, but you don't like it and you're afraid to face it for whatever reason. But once you stand up to that bully and let him know or her know, hey, you're not going to treat me like this, it goes away. However, if it doesn't go away for good, that means you need to face those fears again. That means you need to face that person or whatever it is you fear again, and you will keep getting tests revolving around fear until you know that, hey, this is not a problem. This is not an issue for me anymore. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Absolutely.
And I love it. This is so powerful, Ty. This is the stuff that the viewers and listeners want to hear. This is huge. This is meaningful. You and Miss Ann and Brittany have brought all kind of value that we're excited about doing every week.
Yeah.
So having said that, I have something special for the viewers and listeners. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right. We're back. I told you I have something special for the listeners and the viewers. I am giving away 27 $250 gift cards to anyone that texts me at 469-765-5327 and text me, how can I get one? Again, I'm giving away 27 $200 gift cards to anyone that texts 469-765-5327 and text, how can I get one? And I'll tell you how to get one. This has been a wonderful show. Happy 4th of July to everyone. And we're looking forward to getting back on the saddle next week. And so thank you for coming to Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Happy 4th of July.
Welcome to the small